Hello everybody, today I have an extra special treat for you. I came across this YouTuber called BigDicko who I'm absolutely sure isn't overcompensating for something. But nonetheless, he makes some fantastic content in his own right. So I thought I'd share him here with you so you can have even more content to enjoy. You see, I'm always thinking of you, attack helicopters, hearts and minds and all that. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy this video, and hopefully I'll have a regular video out for you later this week.
Are you an emasculated male? Do you want to smash patriarchy? Do you project your values onto the women around you? Do you hate your misogynistic penis? Is your penis internalized? Are you PC bra? Rape culture dude, bro, wage gap, sexism, microaggression? Great! Then grab your testicles, squeeze out the testosterone and follow me as I mansplain how to become a male feminist. Now listen very carefully, because this step is by far the most important. This is the foundation upon which all your virtue-signaling, cookery and white knighting sits. Make sure that you're born into a fatherless single-parent family. Alternatively, at least try to aim for a broken home with a manipulative mother and a spineless father. Failing either of those, remember to kill yourself and keep trying until you hit the jackpot. Side note, stay away from healthy two-parent families. This is how patriarchy starts. Also, what do you think this is, the 1960s? Once you've selected your preferred caregivers, sit back and relax for the next 16 years while you let epigenetics and environmental factors do the hard work. Congratulations! You've successfully made it through to step 2. If you completed step 1 correctly, you should now be the ripe old age of 16, plagued by insecurities due to the lack of a strong male father figure, projecting your self-value onto surrounding females due to your mother's inability to get her needs met during your childhood, resulting in you trying to manage her anxiety, meet her needs, and subconsciously become a surrogate partner. And finally, having raging hard-ons roughly every 14 seconds. Now, to cement past behaviour and establish future behaviour, it's very important that your first romantic relationships, no, your uncle doesn't count, are consistent with your internalised childhood state. You're going to want to pick a broken and extremely insecure girl with possible narcissistic personality disorder. This way, you're guaranteed to enter into a dysfunctional win-lose relationship where you continually feel compelled to meet the irrational needs of your partner at the expense of your own, further compounding those early childhood experiences. Remember not to pick a strong, secure, and empathetic girl. This leads to patriarchy. If you followed all the previous stages correctly, you're now a fully grown hollow shell of a man. You have an ingrained history of unhealthy relationships with women, rendering yourself a submissive, emotional, spineless husk who resents himself and this his own masculinity. Great work! Now, like all damaged people who misguidedly don't want to analyse the root cause of their issues, it's time to shift the blame externally. It's time to blame society, or more accurately, men. Go out into the world, stand shoulder to shoulder with your female feminist counterparts and let society know that men are oppressive and toxic. This strategy works twofold. As a cathartic release, i.e. anxiety management, virtue signalling, much like peacock feathers, acts as a mating display, signaling to all broken and damaged women in close proximity that you are indeed a massive sackless cook, which, obviously and ironically, reinforces the perception. It's also important to note that when becoming a feminist, it's vital that you adopt a few key physical characteristics. A weak chin, or alternatively, you can overcompensate for your lack of masculinity by sporting a bushy lumberjack beard and curly mustache. Take penis firmly between the buttocks, as to not aggress on any nearby women whilst at the same time demonstrating your lack of value. Dress in cliche hipster clothes to advertise and reaffirm just how progressive you are. Reduce protein intake to reduce muscle mass and cultivate a piss-weak, thinly body. Remember, muscles are oppressive and are used to perpetuate rape culture. Let's move on to the final stage, shall we? You've finally hit your 30s, and after years of activism, self-loathing and virtue signalling, it's time to make your final metamorphosis. Your self-hatred and internalized lack of value towards the women around you is about to manifest into reality. It's time to find yourself a female host. Make sure you find yourself the most narcissistic, aggressively insecure, and manipulative feminist that you possibly can, and commence your final mating ritual. Engaging in a parabiotic process, you enter the female host, at which point your penis peels to form a 4-pronged hook that permanently anchors you in place. Over the course of the next 24 hours, you begin to fuse with the female host, connected to her vital organs and respiratory system and eventually become atrophied to her. Due to this process, the female now has assured access to sperm for future reproduction, whilst at the same time free to engage with multiple sexual partners. And you, well, you can finally act out your early childhood experiences of worthlessness, dependence and non-existence. Remember, with these 4 easy to follow steps, you too can become the ultimate male feminist.